Hello, welcome once again to ASM Novel Online Math class. In this video, we are going to discuss a nice topic in mathematics known as profit and loss. As a business person, it's either you make a loss or a profit in whatever you are selling or whatever service you are rendering. So a profit is either made or a loss is made in business, in selling of goods and services. Okay, now you make a profit whenever your selling price is higher than your cost price. So when you sell a good at a price higher than the amount of money you bought that good, it means a profit has been made. The other way around, when you sell an article at a price that is below the cost price, you must make a loss because you are getting nothing. You've spent a lot to buy a good, and at the same time you are selling it at a very cheap price, which is lower than the amount of money you bought it. Hence, you are making a loss. So these are the things you need to consider as a business person to check whether a profit or a loss will be made in the process of marketing an article or service. Okay, so mathematically we can say that profit is equivalent to selling price. I'll use SP for selling price minus cost price. But loss will be equivalent to cost price minus selling price. You see, the other way around. This is so because cost price is now higher than the selling price. That is why cost price is coming first when it comes to loss. So a loss is made whenever the cost price is bigger than the selling price. But the reverse is the case when it comes to a profit. Now, we don't only have profit and loss. Our loss and profit can be expressed as a percentage. So whenever you express your loss or profit as a percentage, you are now getting what we call percentage loss and profit. Hence, you are not wrong if you write that percentage profit is equivalent to profit over cost price times 100 over 1 or 100%, because profit is now selling price minus cost price. So you are free to write that percentage profit or profit percent is equivalent to profit over cost price times 100 over 1, or selling price minus cost price over cost price times 100 over 1, because selling price minus cost price is the same thing as a profit. Also, loss is equivalent, that is loss percent, is equivalent to loss all over cost price times 100 over 1. So loss percent, this is percent, is the same thing as your loss over cost price times 100 over 1. That gives you loss percent. And remember, loss is equivalent to cost price minus selling price. So you are free to plug in cost price minus selling price for loss here. That is why some persons can write that loss percent is equivalent to cost price minus selling price all over cost price times 100 over 1. So we are going to exemplify this profit and loss with a few problems we are going to solve here to make you understand the concept of profit and loss very well. Alright, so take a look at this question on the board. It says that an article was bought for 200 naira. If the selling price is 250 naira, find the percentage profit. So an article was bought for 200 naira. The selling price is 250, find the percentage profit. Remember that percentage profit is equivalent to your profit over cost price times 100 over 1. So our percentage profit will now be, profit means selling price minus cost price, and the selling price is 250 minus the cost price, which is 200, all over cost price is still 200. The cost price is the amount of money a commodity is bought. That is the cost price. Then times 100 all over 1. Now, 250 minus 200 will give us just 50 all over 200, then times 100 all over 1. Remember, this is our percentage profit. Now, 0 we cancel 0, 0 we cancel 0. We are left with 50 divided by 2. Of course, this will give us 25%. So if someone buys an article for 200 naira and eventually sells it for 250 naira, it means that person has made a profit of 25%. So let us solve a problem that relates cost, relates the loss. So this is no longer question 1, so I've turned this to question number 2. So an article was bought for 200 naira. The selling price is 120 naira. Find the percentage loss. You see that this is loss because they have sold it at a price that is less than the cost price. The cost price is 200 naira and the article was bought for 120 naira. Hence, the person must have made a loss. That is why we are asked to get the percentage loss. So percentage loss is equivalent to loss over cost price times 100 over 1. And our percentage loss will now be equivalent to loss minus cost price. It is cost price minus selling price when it comes to loss. So we have cost price of 200 minus selling price of 120 over cost price, which is still 200, then times 100 all over 1. So we have it as 200 minus 120 is 80 all over 200 times 100 all over 1. 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. So we have 80 divided by 2. So when you divide 80 by 2, you find out that our loss percent is 40%. So buying something for 200 naira and you sold it for 120 naira, you must have made a loss of 40%. So I'm going to take one more problem here, then we call it a day. But I will encourage you to await and always check out by subscribing to my channel to get notification whenever a new episode of this topic is uploaded. So let's just take one more question. Okay, so take a look at this question. It's mind-blowing, though very simple, but if you don't know this shortcut I'm going to give you, it will become very tedious for you to get this particular question. So the question goes to us that a radio was sold for 200 naira and a profit of 25% is made. How much will it be sold to make a loss of 10%? This is not it, was made. So how much will it be sold to make a loss of 10%? Now look at the shortcut you are going to employ to get the answer immediately. So when it was sold for 25%, the selling price is 200 naira. That is when a profit of 25% is made, selling price is 200 naira. For you to make a profit, it means you have gone beyond 100%. Because 100% is equivalent to the cost price. So cost price is at 100%. If you make a gain, you are moving above 100. If you make a loss, you are moving down below 100. So any loss is going down, any gain is moving up. So because we are told that a 25% gain was made when the article was sold for 200 naira. So I'll add 25 to 200 to get 200%. So add 25 to 100%, you have 125%, give us a selling price of 200 naira. Now, they're not asking us, how much will this person sell this article to make a loss of 10%? For the man to make a loss of 10%, it means he is going down below 100%. So loss of 10% means 90%. Because out of 100, you have lost 10. And what is left is 90. So out of 100, you have gained 25, you are having 125. That is the idea to tackle questions like this. So 90% will give us what selling price we don't know. So cross multiply. I will now have 125 times selling price. I have 125 SP equals 90 is times in 200. Remember, percent cancel percent. So we just have 125 is times in SP, 90 is times in 200. So I'm dividing both sides by 125 to make sure that my selling price stays alone. Okay, so 5 here is 25, 5 here is 40, 5 here is 5, 5 here is 8, 5 divide 5 is 1, 5 divide 5 is 1, carry 4, 5 divide 40 is 8. So when 5 divide 90, we are getting 18. So we are left with the selling price is equivalent as 18 multiplying 8, because I'm having 8 here. So 18 times 8, let's see what it will give us. 18 by 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. You write 4 carry 6. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 6, you have 14. So this will give us that our selling price is equal to 144 naira, no kobo. So now, when for this man to make a loss of 10%, he must sell the article for 144 naira. So in order not to make a loss, you know that if you are going to sell this above 144 naira. So this is just this shortcut you have to employ when question like this comes up. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, kindly hit the red button to subscribe to my channel. It gives you notification whenever a new video is uploaded. Thank you for your audience.